horrified by Melody's story, but also optimistic for the first time in months that his objective of locking up John Harper Jr. is within reach.
That's an assault of the vehicle. In his mind, there's no question that what John Harper did was assault Melody Hurt and her daughter with the car. And he realizes that this is going to resolve the issue with John Harper Jr. And that's his hope.
Give it to her tomorrow.
Carol!
Okay.
Carol!
Melody writes up an incident report, and Danny calls local DA Kelly Hansen.
John Harper actually did something he'd never done before. Although nobody was hurt, he actually struck her car. And at that time, the DA's office said, okay, look, we need to do something about this guy.
On June 30th, 1995, John Harper Jr. is arrested, and the charge is serious felony assault.
There's the square, right? 5 plus 5 equals
For
0.
Danny and his friends, Harper's arrest seems like the beginning of the end.
We gotta put this guy away.
Let's beat one and on
The
part
neighborhood
2.
felt like they'd gotten their man.
Something.
Dan knew the law, and all the work was going to come to fruition.
So we now need a lot of these little papers, so just be proud. It took a long time.
Despite the serious charges,
If you
the day
remember,
after John's
if you
arrest,
watch this
he's
video
free on
now,
bail. His trial date is not for months. It's the first time John has ever been accused of a violent crime, but not the first time he's faced prison.
When he was 17, he was convicted of burglary, and he went to Soledad prison, which is one of the most severe prisons in
Just
California.
back in.
John served 2 years. When he came home, his sister could see that the experience had changed him forever.
The youthful, tanned, strong brother that I knew was now gray and very sad looking. He was quieter. I think that there was a definite change in his life and in his being.
And this time, John could get an even longer sentence. He's being charged with using his vehicle as a deadly weapon in a felony assault.
If he got convicted, he was looking at about 4 years in prison.
Is it? You're gonna draw a line. And then
In November 1995, John Harper Jr.'s assault trial begins. The Hurts arrive at court, and Melody is ready to testify. It's then she sees John Harper Jr. walk in.
I know him immediately. He's walking towards me, probably 5 or 6 steps in my direction. And he lifts his hand up and he goes in the motion of a gun. At which point my husband, he got very angry.
As a result, all through Melody's testimony, Harper is not to look or motion at Melody, but she's still badly shaken.
My daughter's screaming, terrified.
I felt like, okay, he might seek revenge. And I might be the target.
Each day after court, John returns home. For his family, it's almost impossible to make sense of the shocking things being said about him.
That's how
His family thought he was a great guy. And they found out he was going out running people off the road and throwing rocks at people. They were baffled.
I don't think he was the type of person that would harm a bug, much less a person. The portrayal of my brother was almost unbelievable, that he could have that much of a personality change from what we saw.
fold it again
That
this
was my
way.
brother.
And make sure you attach it
It's Danny Palm's
like
turn to
that.
testify.
And when you open it,
And everyone thinks this is it. We've solved the problem.
Mr. Palm, could you explain what happened?
and then there's
And Dan Palm stands in front of the neighborhood bully and testifies.
And over the crest of the hill come this white elk beetle.
Though Palm is confident, he's also uncomfortable in front of
fold the
Harper.
other piece.
John
And you're
Harper
gonna
Jr.
fold it like
Actually
this.
seen him in court.
This second.
John Harper
And
Jr.
when
knew
you
that he was the
open it,
leader of this watchdog group.
Afterwards, Danny is outside the courtroom when his eyes lock with John Harper. Harper kisses him off, and Danny Palm is convinced it's a kiss of
This is
death.
really hard. Well, I guess that's the only thing they're
Danny
gonna
realizes he's been exposed. He
Because
realizes that
you-
John Harper ain't retaliated against the
that
neighbors
you
who had
can
testified
take
against
your-
him. This
you
man
can
can
take
still
the
do
photo,
anything
like,
at any time.
little
Everybody's got
people. See?
Coming up,
He's out there?
When Danny saw John Harper, he had never
Look at the
experienced
chicken
such fear in
down
his
in the
life.
backpack. Now, we're gonna watch part 2 and remember what I told you.
So you're
earlier
the genie,
in
huh?
this video.
My human says you granted her wish. Now she doesn't have to bag my business or bury in the trash anymore. Good.
Else
Because
you
that
can't watch
was
any
all.
other,
For the both of us.
even if you don't
Litter
want
genie.
to.
Easy
look
litter
it up.
disposal. The magic's inside. Simply scoop the clump, drop it in a 5-ply bag, and help lock in odors. Then just empty every 2 weeks.
Anywho, Genie, you just keep doing your business, because you know I'm going to be
And
doing mine.
tell it.
Litter genie. Your wish granted.
Everybody that
Occasional diarrhea, gas and bloating. I trust my gut to Culture L.
Culture L, the
Check
only
this out.
probiotic with
Goodbye.
100% plant. The most clinically studied